that the toughest thing to do for a human being, to give up that ego? Because Ed Orgeron potentially, I think from what Mike just said, it sounds like Ed Orgeron is one personal life decision away from potentially playing for an SEC title and a national championship.
True.
And that one life decision is to just man up and say, I don't know how to coach offense,
but he can't do
I'm
it.
not going to step in.
But he can't do it.
That is, think about that. I mean, he's on the precipice of greatness. He's looking across a lake.
God, I like the way you put that.
There's greatness on the other side of the lake, and there's a rowboat right there.
Right.
And the only catch is he's not allowed to use the oars. Someone else has to use the oars. And he refuses to get in the boat. We're talking about running a program, and when you say Mullen's a better coach, you're talking about X's and O's.
Absolutely.
So, like there's two facets of now running a college. It's no longer just be a good X's and O's coach. You have to be able to coach, and you have to be able to recruit. And if you can, right now, the nature of the game is if you're a better recruiter than X's and O's coach, you can still get a job.
Yeah.
If you're not a better recruiter, you probably aren't getting the job as easily.
Because players win them games.
I realize what a rookie I am. I grill out all the time.
Well,
but I realize what a rookie I am when these guys come in.
It's so technical. I mean, they're dropping words that you're like, this is science.
There's an art and a craft to it. So Joe Tessitore, Jason Witten, and Booger McFarland.
It's the three-man team doesn't work that way, first off. Like that, it's never felt
Don't
organic.
you think they deserve, though, another year to continue to try to build the chemistry?
I think they deserve a producer who's going to come in and put them in a better situation to succeed.
Okay.
And I don't know that it's on the producer. I'm not saying that it's his or her fault, but somebody's got to do something because the chemistry, the way it's set up now, it always feels like Booger's trying to get a word in and can't. It feels like Witten doesn't know what to say, but he's always saying something. And he's got good analysis every now and then, but it's just inconsistent.
Well, Witten followed Romo. One is the problem.
Well, you're right about that.
And the three-man crew, I think they can actually get it. I think you need, if you're going to go to the three-man, or three people, including,
whatever,
then you need some time.
Yeah.
But they're not using Booger as a third man like you normally have a sideline reporter. They're trying to use Booger as a third commentator that's not in the booth, and that's where the disconnect is. He's always delayed. It's hard for there's a timing delay because there's a headset delay. That's just the way it works.
They may just put him in the booth and it may work out better.
Yeah, I don't know. They got to figure out something because to me, it's not enjoyable, and it seems like that's a majority consensus. It's not been enjoyable to watch.
A headache could be cause to see your doctor. And a Lake County officer staged his suicide after he was found embezzling money from a youth program. All of this and more right now. Welcome to Maroon 360. Columbus has appointed an interim police chief in the wake of former Chief Tony Carlton's resignation. 32-year veteran Captain Fred Shelton was awarded the temporary position by a unanimous vote, while the mayor and city council look for a permanent hire. Shelton has been handling the day-to-day duties of chief since Carlton's resignation. The search for a new police chief began last week and will continue until mid-December. Fred Shelton says he plans to add his name to the list of applicants in the national search. Officials are working to recover up to 15 cars swallowed by a giant sinkhole in Meridian this past weekend. On Saturday night, Meridian police received a call stating that cars were falling through the pavement outside of an IHOP. After arriving to the scene, police discovered the vehicles lying in a sinkhole that was 35 feet wide, 375 feet long, and 30 feet deep in some places. Mayor Percy Bland said that the cave-in appears to be over the site of a former city culvert. The recovery process is still underway. Last week, one of the women, 22-year-old Ayana Marie Knight, was arrested and charged with third-degree sexual abuse, D.C. police said. The victim was also groped during the act and told employees to call the police. However, employees did not respond to the customer's call and just sat idly by. The other woman, who has yet to be found, will also be charged the same as her accomplice. When you play with so many different groups, obviously you got to have venues. Where are you hitting? Where's the hot spots around Starkville? I think a lot of us as younger college-age students, we'd love to get into more music, even just as fans, but it seems like we can't ever find the right spot to go in Starkville. Where is that?
Well, there are a couple of spots who are very supportive of local live music.